one would be the online plenary session and then the hands-on training. So I would request Dr. Kui Shan, who is the chair of APMP Focus Group on Digitalization in Metrology, to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, Kui Shan.
Great, thank you, Garija. Welcome, colleagues. It's a privilege that we can see you online during this mid-year workshop of APMP in collaboration of the DEC and also DXFG. Today, actually, thanks to the hard work from our organizing committee, consists of Garija Mona. She's also today's session chair, and we'll be introducing you all the speakers later on. Also, Charya Red from NMT. She will be the day 2 session chair. Last but not least, Hayati is the host of this event. Thank you for preparing the Zoom platform and handling all the registration requests together with the organizing committee. Thanks, Hayati. And I'm also very honored to have DS here to have a few words, also to welcome all the participants. Thank you. Wish all of us a fruitful workshop in these 2 days.
Thank you, Kui Shan. So first of all, I would request Dr. Diaz, who is the chair of APMP Developing Economy Committees, to deliver the opening address of this workshop. Diaz, please.
Yes, thank you, Girija. I hope you can hear me properly, right?
Yes, we can.
Okay, right. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So on behalf of APMP DEC, it is my great pleasure to warmly welcome you all to this DEC workshop on digital transformation with DCC hands-on training. So this workshop is a result of a joint effort by APMP Digital Transformation Focus Group and the DEC Future Proofing Task Force, as well as the DEC Focus Group Task Force. This collaboration reflects our shared commitment to support developing economies to move forward with the digital transformation of metrology. So this program is designed as 2 parts. So today and tomorrow we have the virtual workshop, and the second phase we have the physical workshop. For the second phase, I must emphasize that from the DEC budget we have allocated significant amount of money. So my thinking is, if I go back few years back, I mean 3 to 5 years back, right, the digital transformation or the digitalization, if we talk about or look at the NMI point of view, it's a kind of a fashion those days. But at the moment, I must say, it is a necessity. Right? You cannot avoid from the digital transformation on the digitalization in the metrology field. So therefore, I encourage all the participants to actively engage, especially the participants who are joined from the developing economies. I ask them to actively engage and ask questions and share your experience throughout these 2 days. So, and finally, on behalf of APMP DEC, I would like to thank APMP Digital Transformation Focus Group Chair, and then the DEC Future Proofing Task Force, and the DEC Focus Group Task Force chairs and their members, and the organizing committee, and also the resource person who are going to share their experiences today. And last but not least, for the participants. So with this, I will wrap up my few words. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you, Diaz. So, we would now start the technical presentations. First of all, I would welcome all the speakers and the participants again, and I would like to invite our first speaker, Dr. Wan Ho Cho from Korea. Dr. Cho received a BS degree in mechanical engineering and MS and PhD degree in acoustics from Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology in 2002, 2004, and 2008, respectively. He was a postdoctoral fellow in the acoustics laboratory in KAIST from 2008 September to February 2010, and he worked at the Department of Precision Mechanics of Chuo University in Tokyo, Japan from 2010 April to 2012 February. From March 2012, he joined in the Department of Physical Metrology of Korea Research Institute of Standards and Science, CRIS. He is now the head of Acoustics, Ultrasound and Vibration Metrology Group in CRIS. He is also delegate and project leader of the Digitalization Project in CRIS and co-chair of the Forum MD discussion group on sensor networks. The topic of his talk is Introduction of Forum MD and its task groups and working groups. Over to you, Dr. Cho.
Okay, thank you very much for your kind introduction. And I hope that all of you see my screen correctly. It's okay?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for inviting this the plenary talk. It is my very great pleasure to delivering the presentation in this meeting. And my topic is actually not so much advanced, the advanced one. It is kind of maybe many people in this session might be very much familiar with this kind of content, but unfortunately, someone is not. I think that the most biggest issue in the digitalization is the harmonization and the gap between the stakeholders. Some are very much advanced and very much familiar with the old concept, but some are very much unfamiliar and have no. It's very difficult to getting any intuition related to the such a thing. So this kind of meeting, I hope that can be some good chance to harmonizing and the narrowing the gap between stakeholders. So today I would like to introduce the Forum MD and its task group and the working group. And this is the kind of organization in the BIPM. Before starting some detailed content, I'll explain about some introduction. This is the kind of some general expectation of digital transformation. For example, if it's a case of map, maybe with only the case of analog system, if we're using the analog map and if we want to going to try to find some good restaurant nearby, then the people look at the map and find a way and driving by car and find the restaurant. But maybe in this case, so you have the information just to visit take a look and around and visit, or the asking to your friend is the only way to do. So in this case, every steps are conducted by human and the stakeholder is there. But in case of the digital transformation, you can find some kind of navigation system and they find the way. And it is not recently not so much near, but maybe near. Not so much far from the near future, maybe driving machine by autonomous car is also implemented, and maybe the some kind of map app is gives some information related to the recommending some very good restaurant. So people just what they have to do is the dinner. Not dinner is taken by not by machine, then it is should be by. So he just select and the take dinner is only works for human. So, but the biggest change is just done by human and done by machine. But one of the important point is in each step of this digitalized system, every step is some kind of business model is included in every step. So this is the most biggest. This is the reason why I say that this transformation has many chances to advance the society and some kind of industrial prospects. So let's move to the about our metrology society. I would like I would like to say the three important turning points for the digitalization in the metrology area. First one is the FAIR principle. Maybe many of you already know about that the FAIR principle, and the FAIR principle is the four conditions that must be satisfied to maximize the utilization of data. And this condition is findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. The input just the not limited to the concept. Actually, it is approved. The application of the FAIR principle in the research field is approved in the G20 summit. So this means that there's a government side also not limited to the academical side. The government side also the concerning about this kind of concept. So kind of the extension of such a movement, the FAIR digital object, which gives some kind of permanent ID for the research data, is also working. This is also kind of the working based on the conceptual agreement. So no, the point is the all of this one is all of you are well known about that change of the definition. Actually, it is conducted finished by on the 2019. The all of the base unit is changed to the physical constants. This is the ultimate goal of this kind of project is implementation of unchanged methodological unit along the time. But one of the side effects of this kind of changes, we do not need to be limited in the physical domain anymore. So this is another concept. Because we can connect this kind of concept to another virtual or some another domain. Of course, the digital domain is also we are expanding our focal point of view in the metrology area. I do not exactly know that the CIPM is intended to such a process, but I think it is very good. The momentum for the metrology area. So anyway, the next of the change of redefinition, maybe we have to change the next step of our area. I think this is the digital transformation. So this is some milestone of this the brief history of CIPM from the 2019. Actually it is just after the finishing the redefinition of the unit. So it is a quite interesting point, I think. So 2019, the CIPM task group and the expert group for the digitalization is established, and they is formulating some grand vision for that. And the 2021, there is some international workshop to get some kind of consensus, and some discussion is conducted. And the digital framework is developed, and some website is open to the digital reference point is opened in the VIPM, and the joint statement signing is conducted. And the following is the brief history, and I will explain some more details about some important things. And the development of the SI digital framework is defined like this. Then it is known in here, as shown in here, that there pointer. So it is the digital framework is provide the globally accepted anchor for the trust for the metrology in digital area, and facilitate the use of digital certificate and adaptation of FAIR principle, blah blah blah. But actually this is a very conceptual word, and the most important point is the international. This is the SI brochure, whether all of you are very well known about that, and this SI brochure is changed to the machine readable document, and you can access it some kind of reference point called this digital reference point. Yeah, this is the big point. So you can because the every unit of the definition is no longer based on the physical artifact. So it is conceptually and theoretically existing. So it is the original point, reference point. It can be existing in the digital domain, and it is moved to the digital domain. So this is the basic concept of the SI digital frameworks, and you can access to this reference point, and you can sharing every related information, and some kind of traceability can be accomplished by this kind of the reference point. So this is the pre-digitalization presentation of SI. So the next step was the agreement. So because this kind of thing is very many stakeholders is existing, so some kind of common sense is needed. So we CIPM tried to discuss with the many stakeholders, and they adopted the joint statement. And there is a long move document, but the basic, the most important point is essence is. This is to support the development and promotion of digital SI digital frameworks. What I just showing that. So all of these organizations try to adopting the SI digital framework. I think this is the kind of another movement, and based on the agreement, there is some the decision was made. 2022, the resolution 2 was CGPM, 27th CGPM. It is the full digital representation of SI is increased, and including the digital SI digital framework is decided. So CIPM and the VIPM, our digital our metrology system is decided to the move to the digitalization. This is connected to this issue here mentioned that it is no longer optional. We have to that. That is the result of this the CGPM meeting. So, in order to supporting such a movement, the Forum MD is established, and the Forum MD means that the Forum on the Metrology and the Digitalization. Simply saying is this forum is have some similar role to the VIPM's consultative committees. As you know, that every base unit have the consultative committee to discussing and to at that unit. And the structure, actually, before the starting the first meeting, the former the chair is the Professor Yumihi PTB. Now from 2024, the chair is changed to the Plenary Dance, and she's also from the PTB president. And as a vice president, the chair of NRC and Ms. McDonald, and the RNT. From Argentina, Dr. Rice is appointed as the vice president. And the mission is actually exactly same to the another types of CC. It is to advise the CAPM on the SI digital frameworks, and the important keyword is still the adaptation of FAIR principle. And to harmonizing the internal process related to the digitalization between and more all of the stakeholders, and to act as the form to exchanging the information and the making synergy is the Beijing mission. Is forum. And the membership is the basically adopted general CIPM rules, but actually there is some difficult the difference is that actually the CC there is a very strong difference between the members and observers. But in case of this forum, it's not so much strict. This actually the difference is existing. Just the attendance number, something like that, is only the difference between member and observers. And the 2023, the organization member is 11 member has received the memberships, and another 15 observers, and 9 Jong is appointed at the beginning of at the end of 2023. But three more the observers are now their membership is approved in this year. So the number of members are increasing every year. And the first meeting was conducted February at 2024, and the most important the topics in this first meeting was the discussion to organizing task group and working group. So this is in here I will listed the list of the breakout sessions, and you can expecting that this first three is already well known. The works for the every the organization should be making such a task group related to this topic. But in addition to this kind of things, there one more breakout session related to the future technologies. So discussion topic in the future technology session actually summarized with these four topics, and the blockchains and digital twins, AI, and the smart sensor networks. So this in this session is okay. These topics are have the necessity on discussion on the necessity of working the task group with this topic. So actually in this breakout session, the test there are these two task group is proposed. The first one is secure source AI, and the second one is complex sensor networks. Of course, the blockchain technique and the digital twin is also very important topic in the academic perspective and the practical perspective. But in case of blockchain technology is actually our area. This is the more the computer science or the network. The security area has have some kind of power for discussion. So maybe kind of adaptation from such a resultant is sufficient for us. And in case of digital twin is of course it is important, but as a considering the order priority, maybe we can think it as a step. And in case of the proposed task group is accepted, and the forum MD task group A is established. But in case of the second case is converse net recommended. It is recommended the decision be made after further discussions throughout the workshop was held. So this is the initial lineup of the task groups. And as you can see here, the forum the task group on trust source AI, and the task group on the fair metrology, data quality, metrology semantics, and DCC SID. And the working group on strategy is actually the steering group. So it is kind of the chairman, board members committee. So actually it's not so much technical group. And CC and RMO is related to the communicating each organizations. So the task group is related to the technical works, and the working group is related to the practical administrative work. But it is changed in the beginning of this year. The first big changes is this two task group, because they two topic is very too much close related to the, so it is not sufficient, not efficient to discuss with the separated group. So it now in decided to the merging to the task group as a task group, the DQ and FBM. So it is these two topic, data quality and the fair practice, are discussed in will be discussed in the one group. And one more thing is the discussion group or sensor network is established. After the workshop discussion, we proposed that still this kind of organization to discuss on the sensor network metrology is necessary. So we proposed that this 2025 meeting, and it is adopted as the establishing discussion group. And I will explain some the works and area for each test group, but it is quite the boring the presentation method. But so you details we can if you visit to the website BIPM website, you can also access to the information on that. The first one is the safe and the turn AI, and the most important point of this topic of this the task group is the conformity assessment of AI. So the activities they are discussing on the vocabulary and the legislation and the safety body and the metrics for evaluation, and how can we assess the worthiness and the collaboration with data quality and fair is the activity of this workshop, this test group. Next, the data and the fair practice is they also assess how to assess the data quality based on the fair in the perspective of fairs, and the most important one of the first step is identification of gaps and how to harmonizing these gaps, and the developing the methodology focused data quality framework is and the how to enhance the reproducibility and transparency of the results based on the data is one important topic. And DCC and CRMC is the most advanced task group in this digital, all of the digitalization in metrology area. So actually the most of the technical for the materials is already developed by and provided by PTB and another the NMI colleagues. So in this task group is mainly discuss on the how to harmonizing and to expand the DCCs to the more stakeholders. So their main is increasing the process and the developing value propositions. And methodological semantic is the kind of the discussion on the grammars on the digitalizations in metrology area. So they try to harmonizing and making some consistency across the forum and the working group, and they activities is recommending some kind of semantic models, and it is they also identify some kind of user cases in metrology is also their activities. The test groups on the digital framework actually this is the supporting teams for the BIPM because BIPM also has a kind of the teams to make implementing the digital framework the digital reference point. So this test group is supporting that technically and administratively supporting the technical teams. And another two groups, the working group on the CC and O is their major role organization of each organization. So from MD, in order to discuss and elaborating the activities, they have also many gathering the activities in between in between the meetings. They are usually conducted in between collaborating with another meeting. For example, this workshop is held in the IMEC Congress, and this is the online meetings, and I will explain more details later. And it is also some kind of the workshop at the directors meeting, and here it is also this workshop is conducted at the kind of collaborative events for the forum and DEC. So anyway, there are many discussions conducted throughout the many events. So I also like to introduce the very last discussion group and this is related to the lesson methodology. This is the terms of reference is like this, and this discussion group is divided from MD related to the metrology for sensor networks, translate to the knowledge transferring, and to harmonize terms and definition related to this field. And Dr. Kui-san is appointed with Chen Diamond Simon as the co-chair of this discussion. And the area for discussion in this group is actually there is some ambiguity because there is no clear definition on the sensor network. Of course, it's definitely the one sensor or the collection of sensors is not called the sensor network, but there is no clear distinction between the distributed sensor system and the sensor network. So that kind of the definition, what kind of method for evaluating such a step by step is the major discussion point in this discussion groups. In order to back to the last year, last year's from MD, I decided that some recommendation that have some workshop for the listening some kind of the opinions from the stakeholders. Although Dr. Kui-san and me and another organizing committee organizing some workshop for discussing about the complex sensor network, and it was held at the beginning of this year. And there are two sessions. The first session is the activities introducing the activities conducted in the MI stage. Another session is the introduction and discussion on the industrial area. So based on the we also have some personal discussion, and we discuss about the necessity of the discussion group for this and outcomes is like the potential topics on the convergent center network is identified after the panel discussion like this, and the most important outcome is we need decide the type of forums to is an official group for collaboration for network. So based on the such proposal, it is approved, and this is the session candidate of the topics to be discussed, because the lack of time is the details, and after the establishment of the discussion group, we have some kind of a special session is held at the Empoding conference, which is organized by Dr. Kui-san, in just it's the reduction of the from MD and the task related groups. Thank you very much for your attention. This is the end of my presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Cho, for this insightful presentation. We may talk a few questions for next 5 minutes. If anybody has any questions, please type in the chat box, or you can ask yourselves. Any questions from the audience, please? So if not, Dr. Cho, I would like to understand one thing, though you clarified in your presentation. How do we define the key role areas of the task groups and the working groups in digitalization and metrology?
Okay. And maybe this kind of calculation is actually so much important, I think. But anyway, the task group is kind of the working group is actually almost the same as the kind of permanent, because in order to proceed the discussion on the forum and the topics, actually this kind of work group is essential. That's in the case of task groups, this is some kind of temporal groups related to topic, and if it is considered as okay, the permanent decision is needed in this organization, maybe it is to change it to the working group, something like that. So actually more task group is more technically, and some more the basic the issue has to be discussed further strategically. But in case of working group, is kind of about the groups for the discuss the operating the organization. That's the main reason.
Thank you. Thank you for the answer. I'm waiting for the questions. Any questions from the participants, please? Okay. So if there are no questions, we would thank Dr. Cho for his presentation. And I'm sure that all of us must have gathered some knowledge from his talk. Thank you, Dr. Cho. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So our next speaker is Dr. Kui Shan from NMC Singapore. She is the Director of Chemical Temperature and Mechanical Metrology Division at A-Star National Metrology Center, Singapore. She joined A-Star NMC in October 2009 and has been instrumental in advancing research in data-driven metrology for sensing quality assurance in NMC. She was recognized as one of the Singapore's 100 women in technology in 2023. She is the chair of the Asia Pacific Metrology Program Focus Group on Digital Transformation and co-chair of the Forum MD Discussion Group on Sensor Networks. She'll be speaking on introduction of APMP DXFG. Before welcoming Dr. Kui Shan, let us all give a round of applause to Dr. Cho. I missed that. And let us thank him. And I'm sorry, Dr. Kui Shan, I just announced it, after I introduced you.
No worries.
So over to you, Dr. Shan.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Dr. Cho, for the comprehensive coverage on the Forum MD activities. In fact, there will be some overlap here since it's a joint effort with DXFG and other IMO colleagues in some of the activities. So I'm happy to introduce two colleagues here of APMP DXFG. I guess for our DXFG members, we know this pretty well, but it's my duty also to outreach to more colleagues in APMP on what we are doing in this focus group. So about a little bit about the history. APMP DXFG was established since November 2021 with the founding chair, Dr. Blair Hall from MSL New Zealand. This was in response to an APMP executive call for digital transformation focus group back in June that year. The objectives of APMP DXFG is listed here. We need to acquire the latest information on digital transformation, to identify the challenges for APMP, awareness raising, knowledge transfer, and stakeholder liaison engagement, and including industry and QI bodies, the quality infrastructure bodies, and maintain alignment with the BIPM and other IMOs to help developing economy members narrow the gap. So for DXFG, currently we have 54 members, including 3 IMO liaisons, and these are the economies that is in the DXFG. So for the activities, the recent activities this year, as Dr. Cho already covered, in February, we have this Forum MD workshop on the metrology for complex sensor networks with a very strong presence of APMP DXFG in the organizing committee. As you can see, 3 of us, myself, and you will see Naren speaking as well tomorrow. and Dr. Cho from Chris. It was quite successful with 138 participants, attendees online. The outcome is that we formed the Forum MD discussion group on sensor network, co-chair with for me and Dr. Cho. So in fact, we are going to, you can find the Forum MD discussion group information online in this web link. So for the second meeting of the Forum MD, we are very honored to have Dr. Menjadi from MPLI giving the presentation to share APMP stakeholder viewpoints on digital calibration certificates. In fact, you're going to hear this talk again from her because it's really a great content and awareness of what's the APMP stakeholders' point of view in the digital transformation, and how we can accommodate or in response to the feedback, how we can shape our work better. So we had 7 in-person participation for the meeting and many online. In terms of our APMP DXFG presence in the working groups, we're in 2 out of the 3 working groups, the strategy one and the RMO. And then 5 ad hoc task groups. So as Dr. Cho just now mentioned, the working groups are more permanent setting. Task groups is more ad hoc in nature to resolve a very particular, specific technical challenge. Well, you have the possibility of being elevated into working groups if the work stream is stable, that we see a long-term needs. Okay, so for the participation in digital transformation conferences and workshops, we were quite active from the DXFG committees. Families. So we have in the 5th International DCC conference held earlier this year, we have 3 DXFG members in the International Program Committee, and we had a keynote speech introducing DXFG. And for the M4DT Day in the same region, in fact, Dr. Cho and myself also deliver talks for digital transformation topics as well. And also there's a GovMed Digital Transformation Metrology Workshop held on 13th August, where we spoke about DXFG as well. And then IMECO TC6 conference, as Dr. Cho mentioned, in fact, from DSFG, 3 from the DXFG members is in the, I think it should be 4 in the International Program Committee, and 4 special sessions proposed. Okay, so now I come to somewhat new initiative after I took over DXFG. So we have happily received a lot of volunteers in forming these 2 working groups on stakeholder engagement. So we can have a more specific group of colleagues looking into the 2 specific topics to guide our work in the future. To better understand the stakeholder short-term, long-term needs in DX, including APMP and MIs. Beyond just a survey, we recently conducted a survey thanks to colleagues who have responded to it. If you have not, and we're happy to hear from you directly through email as well. And also, in that sense, to identify training needs and organize workshops and seminars as today's session, and also possibly physical ones for better engagement, understanding the needs. In fact, we find that usually for the online platforms, it's more of a one-way information dissemination than a very interactive session. So we hope to gather more feedbacks in in-person training. So that's why we are arranging for the second phase of this workshop is to be in person. Also, the working group on stakeholder engagement is to provide a feedback to the strategy working group to update the work scope and directions. So for the working group on strategy, is to look at the short-term and long-term needs and also considering the foreign MD activities and align our work with the CIPM strategy as well to develop our own, we could call it a strategy roadmap, or since digitalization area evolves very fast, often that after we develop the roadmap, then there could be some changes to it already. So we could also start off with direction setting instead of go a full-fledged strategic roadmap to set out the priority areas for our APMP DX work where we should focus on, and then to review and approve establishment of the or termination of ad hoc task groups in APMP DXFG. And also to monitor the progress of the ad hoc task groups. Okay, so the next new initiative is we're trying to keep this as a recurring program, this kind of hybrid training workshops on DX. Again, the objective is to strengthen stakeholder engagement with a specific developing economy on DX each year. So it's not restricted to DEC colleagues only for the participation, but we pay more of a focus to help the DENs to improve further. The program to incorporate the host DEN specific needs and priorities. It could be DCC like this year, or SI digital framework, fair data, even automation digitalization of workflows or others that are of priority of the host. And then the outcome, again, we emphasize on stakeholder engagement, awareness raising, and knowledge transfer. So the frequency, we propose to organize such training workshops once per year with changing physical locations at the willing supporting host economy, and then co-supported by DEC and DXFG. So I guess I take this opportunity to let you have a brief overview on these current workshops, the programs for today and tomorrow. After me, we're honored to have Jaria to share more on the DCC and its developmental progress, and also hear from our host institutes on their digital transformation journey. So for tomorrow, we'll be here, as just now mentioned, Dr. Anjali Sharma will share our stakeholder feedbacks on the DCC in APMP. Also 2 case studies from Dr. Nareen from NIMT and also Dr. Shana in PDB to see how it's benefiting institutes or operations, or how it benefits the industry. Okay, with that, I wrap up the introduction of the XFG. Thank you very much and welcome any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Guishan, for such an informative elaboration about the APMP DXFG. Do we have any questions? Any participant who wants to know more about the activities of DXFG and its role in encouraging the implementation of digitalization in metrology across the NMIs? Please either type your question in the chat box, or you can directly ask your question to the speaker, Dr. Guishan. Dr. Guishan, we have a question from Regi, and the question is, are these specific guidelines that provide instructions on how to validate calibration methods developed through automation or digitalization?
Validation of calibration method.
Yes, developed through automation or digitalization. Are there any specific guidelines to provide instructions to validate the calibration methods developed through automation or digitalization?
Okay, so thank you for the feedback. We have not looked into very specific challenge as you mentioned. yeah, we can look into this in the upcoming DXFG meetings to see how many are interested in this, whether we should put aside some effort to look into this problem together. Thank you.
Okay, hope this answers your question. Any further question, please? Any further question from the participants? Okay, so if there are no questions, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank to Dr.
Thank you.
Koishan for such an informative talk, and we may give her a round of applause for enlightening us. Sorry, there is a question. Are there any detailed work instructions for the members of working group SE and working group S? The question is there in the chat box.
Okay, for the detailed so-called work instructions, I guess I don't have a work instruction per se. Just now the slides presents the outline of the work scope and expectations. The detailed work deliverables and items will discuss within the working group. And when it's more progress there, we will update accordingly in the next round. Thank you.
Thank you. And question I would like to know, are there any KPIs or something like that to evaluate the progress of digitalization in metrology in various NMIs? Do we have any indicators that how do we map that what progress is being made by the NMIs in the direction of digitalization in metrology?
For that, we don't really have so-called a evaluation matrix on that. That could be also considered if everyone feeling there's a need of developing such a evaluation framework, then we could look into that as well. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Koishan.
Okay, thank you.
For the talk. Thank you. Our third speaker is Dr. Jaria from NIMT. I would just read a brief introduction of Dr. Jaria. She is a specialist in metrology and quality infrastructure with expertise in calibration and measurement systems that support industry and innovation. She has extensive experience in developing and implementing digital solutions for calibration and testing services, with a focus on enhancing traceability, reliability, and international alignment. Currently, she plays a key role in promoting the adoption of Digital Calibration Certificate, helping laboratories and industry transition towards more efficient, interoperable, and future-ready quality systems. Her topic of the talk is what is DCC and its developmental process. Over to you, Jaria.
Thank you very much, Muna, for your kind introduction, and thank you very much for APMP for inviting me to share with you all. Okay, so let me share screen. So you already heard about the kind of strategic and overview of the digital transformation from the international level to the regional level. So it is my privilege to start the introduction of the technical topic for this workshop. So I will try to be general because most participants maybe are not familiar with the developing of DCC. So I'll give you a introduction of what is DCC and the develop stage and what you should be concerned if you want to develop DCC. And I assume that for the second hands-on workshop, you will have more opportunity to really have a look at the coding and the structure of metadata and also schema. So as Muna introduced, the topic of my talk today is what is DCC and its developmental progress. So again, my name is Jaria and I'm from NIMT, Thailand. So first of all, what is DCC? DCC stands for Digital Calibration Certificate. So basically, it's an emerging digital replacement of traditional paper or PDF-based calibration certificate. So that means the PDF-based calibration certificate is not quite DCC. That what we actually call electronic document. So what makes digital different from electronic, and why we need the digital calibration certificate? We need it because it is a secure and tamper-evident digital document which can enhance security and to improve accessibility and streamline calibration management. Because currently, if we use paper or electronic-based calibration certificate, and if you go to the calibration laboratory or industry factory for the assessment or audit of any ISO, you will see that they will keep your certificate in some of the cabinet or folder by the document control. So the person who actually used the measuring device, maybe they even never see the certificate or what value that we spend so much time on to perform calibration and to provide measurement result and certainty and measurement traceability. So we believe that the digital format of certificate would increase accessibility and also the calibration management, because it will go straight to the machine, doesn't need to go through the document control personnel. And the definition of DCC is that it needs to be machine readable, and machine in this case is not only mean the measuring device, but it's also including computer. So basically, whatever you use for calculation, that is what we call machine. It's also to ensure standardized digital document. So even it's digital, it still need to comply with ISO 17025 for calibration and comply with ISO 17034 for reference material. And it has to contain the traceability information in a structured electronic format. And as I mentioned earlier, the purpose of DCC is to streamline the calibration management, to enable automated processing, interoperability, and to integrate of calibration data, not only to the manufacturer, but also to digital quality infrastructure and laboratory management system. We heard quite a lot recently about digital quality infrastructure. This is not only about calibration, but this from the SI unit, standard body, accreditation body, certified body, and also all the way until the market surveillance. And format of DCC nowadays, we will see a lot of people working on XML and also JSON schema. Or it could be other structure. There's no standard rule of what format of DCC it should be. But XML and JSON is mostly used because it's quite, we'll say, it's quite easy. I mean, it's easier than other format, and it's also what I can say is durable, so it can last long, and it is the format is a language that already has been used for a long time for the website and other coding. And again, the structure of data need to comply with ISO and IEC requirement. Feature of DCC, in order to make it machine readable, of course. So one of the features of DCC is that it has to be machine readable to enable automation. So that means the PDF, human readable PDF, cannot be claimed as a digital calibration certificate. It has to be secure, traceable, and digitally signed to ensure authenticity. So we can see many of the PDF calibration certificate issue by many calibration laboratory and by many NMI. And how can we trust that it's secure and it cannot be opened by anyone? And this is also the feature of DCC that you should take into account. And the third one is it needs to be interoperable across laboratory, industry, and national NMI. This topic, you may kind of disagree that it disagree with the number 2, because I just said that it need to be secure, but because some information need to be interoperable, so we need to make sure that the secure the closed information needs to be secure, and for open information it need to be interoperable, but it also need to be secure in the way that nobody can change it. So people can have a look at it, but people cannot change it. And if there's any change, everyone in the loop should be known. So that's why blockchain is one of the technology that many NMI consider as to be used for the secure reason. And it needs to be interoperable across laboratory, industry, and I'm sorry, the number 4, I mistaken, repeated. And with all of that, the DCC need to be according to FAIR principle. And to be fair, I found this table that you can have a tick, and you can check the compliance of a FAIR principle that is fine to check findability, accessibility, interoperability, and reusability of the DCC. So these are the checklists to see the compliance of your DCC. So if you already start the work on DCC development, you can use this as a checklist. And what is the developmental progress of DCC? Okay, we have to consider FAIR principle. The DCC is similar to other electronic document. This is the ISO recommendation. It starts from level 1 to level 5. So this is the level of DCC as well. So at the end, we expect to reach level 5, that is the machine controllable content. But most of the work that we see nowadays is about level 3. What I mean by level 3 is machine readable and is executable content. For the PDF, is only digital document. And not only this, is as the level of progress of DCC, it needs to contain the structure, and this is the proposal that you probably see many times proposed by PTB, that it needs to contain the administrative data, it needs to contain the norm and standard data, and also the XML as exchange format, and that's the combination of DCC. So I show you a little bit more of the historical progress of DCC. The concept was initiated around 2015. So actually it's this 10 years already. We should have celebrated 10 years of DCC. And okay, so the concept was initiated in 2015. To recognition of limitation of PDF certificate because it's manual data entry and there's a risk of transcription error there's inefficiency. So there's a proposal to initiate the machine readable calibration certificate. And then in 2019, that's initiation of international pilot pioneered by PTB, and they create the prototype of XML-based certificate. And Euromed also initiate project under Metrology Cloud. And at that time, MITAS also initiate the prototype based on PDF A3. And then the standardization efforts start in 2021, and that is after COVID pandemic. So OML, ILAC, and ISO have a discussion on digital certificate and have alignment with the digital output, and we start to develop the DCC schema based on SI digital framework. And many XML and JSON format has been developed and linked to the digital SI framework. And with the recent development, you can see that even APMP initiate the DXFG focus group, and many work on DCC has been developed, and there are some pilot implementation in the industry, like in our aerospace, automotive, healthcare, and you can see, if you're interested, you can have a look at the DCC conference organized by PTB. Is a annual thing that we start 3 or 4, 5 years ago. It's always online. So if you're interested, you can have a look there. There's a report, many report on develop of DCC and the use case in the industry and calibration laboratory. And recently with the EU launched the regulation on digital product passport, and that will be another application of DCC that we can link in there. So here are some example of how the DCC look like for level 1 that most of us already start as a PDF A3. NIMT also start with the PDF A3 because it's quite straightforward and it require less skill of coding. And so basically it's the PDF encrypt with digital sign, and we can attach many informative information in the files. And for the level 2 to level 3, now today we mostly use the XML, and this XML can create using different program and format. You don't need to use PDF schema. You can also create your own schema. And in our case, we also create our own schema and to be validated and verified by our local digital ministry. And what is benefit of DCC? This is really important because we don't want to spend and invest a lot of time and resource to develop DCC, but at the end there's no benefit, right? So actually DCC has benefit. The benefit is to automation. It's to remove manual transcription of calibration result. So it starts from the measurement result. You can collect the measurement result to the machine, and then machine issue the digital calibration certificate, and then this delivered to your customer. The machine of your customer read the DCC file. So this remove all manual transcription of calibration result. The traceability, it has a direct link to SI unit and digital metrology infrastructure. If the DCC is issued by NMI, that ensure the link to the digital SI, and your customer can see the traceability. Accreditation body also can see the traceability chain that it go directly to SI unit through NMI. And so no matter which country of NMI, the traceability is ensured. The third one is interoperability. This is kind of like heart of DCC because it's one of the features of DCC that it needs to be interoperability. It helps with the integration because it can feed into ERP, LIMS or IoT platform or customer web portal platform to reduce the manual transcription of calibration result. And this also can increase the customer engagement of your customer as well. And last but not least is to help with trust and security, because digital signature and secure identifier. For PDF or even for paper-based, we still can see the flawed certificate, but digital signature, we can be ensured that this is can be trust and secure. But again, communication is need to explain to your customer how to check that the file is the right one, because if your customer doesn't know how the DCC look like, how to validate and how to certify, how to verify the digital signature, maybe at the end, you still see, or your customer still get the flawed certificate anyway. Here are some picture from the paper I found published in July 2024. This is proposal of how to use digital calibration certificate in the NQI, in the digital QI. So on the left-hand side, this is the structure of DCC, which is similar, just in 2-dimension display of the DCC component as proposed by PTB. But what interesting is the right-hand side is how the digital calibration certificate distribution system should be. So this is something that when you develop DCC, you should think about it as well, that how you're going to distribute this to your customer, how you will hand over the digital certificate to your customer. Do you need to have a customer communication module or something? And how you make it interoperable to the digital QI. So there's no standard on this, and because of in each country, the QI structure can be different. So this is something that at least at NIMT we are facing problem at the moment. I mean, not a problem, but we're facing as a challenge at the moment. So here's the picture of how the NQI look like, and how the DCC can distribute and how it should be interoperable. So it start from the SI, right? The testability initiate from the SI. So we start from digital SI. NMI issue the Digital Calibration Certificate that contain information received from standard body and accreditation body as the accredited scope, and also the measurement method according to standard method. We provide this to calibration laboratory and testing laboratory. If our local calibration and testing laboratory also issue digital calibration certificate, and this information with the link of our information will distribute to industry and enterprise, and this information will also interoperable to market surveillance, and at the end to the market, to the customer and private sector. And with the digital product passport proposed, if this concept is used by your industry, I mean, if they produce product that export to European country, the DPP need to be issued, or if they produce product as part of the product that export to European country, they will need to provide information to be included in the digital product passport. And DCC is one of the information that they will need to include in the digital product passport. So this is something that you need to take into account as well, especially if your country produce good to import to European country. Especially the important information in the DPP is about material, and it's about lifetime, and also how to recycle, and also the recycle circle of the raw material. So here come in our case for NIMT, we have a digital transformation strategy at NIMT, and this picture you can see that we try to streamline everything from the automation of laboratory. So the digital measuring device will be connected to the computer, right? All the data will streamline to the measurement, to the DCC web portal. For the instrument that cannot be linked directly, we develop the OCR, or we develop the data link platform in order to link all the measurement result to the measurement data. And this measurement data will input to the DCC web portal, where it generates DCC. And then the DCC file is handed over to our customer through another web portal that we call equipment management and tracking system. And this is like certificate management that our customer can manage the certificate, not only issued by us, but also issued by other laboratory, and not only digital calibration format, but it can be used for electronic format and paper-based format as well. And this will link back to our customer web portal in case our customer would like to request a recalibration. And to do that, we have initiated the first version of DCC used based on PDF A3, and this is how it looked like. We have presented this several times already, and we not only issue the PDF version, but we also developed the data link. We call this as a data link. It's basically the equipment that link the measuring device to the computer and software. And this software that we develop can import the DCC file. So when we connect, for example, in this picture, when we connect the micrometer, the measurement result obtained from this micrometer will be corrected value. The correction come from the certificate. And then recently we changed, we transformed to the XML. And with XML, after we have a meeting with our customer, our customer requests that the XML is difficult for human because it's like coding. So they insist that we need to have the human readable version. So human readable version is still the PDF for preview. So the actual certificate is XML and the PDF is just the preview. And we use Excel as an input file because Excel is straightforward for our people in laboratory to send the measurement result in. And this is how our XML schema look like. So I mean the basic principle of our XML schema. Our schema contains administrative data, measurement result, and also the digital signature to ensure the secure. The red part is the part that we are working on at the moment, is the service code, the accreditation body code, and the lab accreditation number. And this part we need to include in our measurement result because of local accreditation to be appear in our PDF preview, which seems to be really important for our customer when they get audited by our accreditation body. And this schema, we work with the EDDA, which is Electronic Transaction Development Agency of Thailand, and we publish this schema to EDDA website as a reference for Thailand. So our customer, when they receive our DCC, they can verify the schema if it's correct through the EDDA to the EDDA program. And the digital signature can also be verified. And now, NIMT, we develop a DCC web portal because we cannot make everyone to learn XML. So what we do is we develop a web portal. So the NIMT staff can just, as I say, input the measurement result by Excel, using Excel, and the administrative data will be recalled from NIMT server through the this data is come from the calibration web portal. And then the DCC web portal will generate the XML file and also the PDF A3 with logo of accreditation, correct accreditation, and to confirm, and this data need to be confirmed with the accreditation body database and also KCDB database. And the signature will be cryptographic. So at the end, our customer will get the XML DCC with NIMT schema, and this can be, as I say, can be verified. And here is how the system look like. We kind of create two systems in one system. The below one is the system, the DCC web portal that we create to use by NIMT staff, and that means this to be create DCC of NIMT because we need to have a user account and also the database of NIMT. For the upper part, this is anonymous. That means this is open for anyone if they want to create XML. So basically, this is to help anyone who want to issue DCC that they can create XML. What they need to do is to import file result and we accept Excel file and CSV file. And as I say, it will generate XML and also PDF. But PDF is for view only with no signature. For this part, if you're interested, you can use this web portal as anonymous, and you can then use this XML to encrypt later by your own digital signature or with PDF A3. So here another architecture of our system. As I say, this is for NIMT only, to share with you that if you want to develop DCC, it seems like hard work, I have to say, because when we want to transform from paper or PDF version, that each laboratory have independence to do whatever they want to do, to input data from wherever they want to do. When we transform to DCC, everything has to follow the same protocol with the same format, and that is quite hard work, because what the words say, it's like you sweep dirt under the carpet. And with the digital transformation, we have to open carpet, and we found many garbage in there. So the tedious work of digital transformation is to clean everything. So many people in my team, they spend lots and lots of time for data cleansing. But once data cleansing is done, this is how our architecture look like. And hopefully this will streamline our calibration work, because as I mentioned in our strategy, we streamline from the measurement to the customer. So I think I spent all my time, and thank you very much. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to contact me. And here's a picture of my team. I don't have much time to call all my name, but NIMT work cannot be this far without this team. So thank you very much for everyone.
Thank you, Jaria. Thank you for this exhaustive discussion on the structures of DCC and its various aspects. We have two questions in the chat box. The first question says that how we ensure to make DCC legally valid printed. In 17025, laboratory must do verification of the result on from bottom to top. In DCC, there are some missing processes in result verification.
DCC, it's as I mentioned, one of the feature of DCC is it need to be secure and encrypt, and that already make it legally valid. And what we develop at NIMT is we announced our schema on the EDA. In any country, I'm sure that you have this kind of organization who responsible for trust service. So you need to use that organization as a trust service, and so that in our case, and but the most important is your customer need to aware of that too. Your customer and the accreditation body, they need to aware, because otherwise anyone can show any files and say, oh, we got this certificate from NIMT, but it's not true. So yeah, the communication and understanding of your customer is highly important.
The second question is, in your presentation, you said different schemas can be used for DCC. Can you please throw some light as to how interoperability can be managed with this using different schemas?
I think this is for interoperability. I mean, in country, it's quite straightforward because you just talk to organization and your customer. But interoperability across country, that is something. I think well, I think Angela, you shouldn't ask me this question, because you're the person who has to deal with this question. I mean, because I think that's the reason that we have. I heard you have some proposal on comparison of DCC. I mean, not to compare the result, but to compare how we read it, because we use different scheme and we use different platform, and yeah, how we ensure that we read the same thing. So this is something that I think, well, not only the XFG, but yeah, also MD Forum need to ensure that it's we read everything correctly. Like for example, UNIMT issue certificate, NPLI also issue certificate, NMC A-Star issue certificate. How we sure that our schema it can be readable by that system, because it had to be machine readable.
And the second question from Anjali is, what do you mean when you say measurement data? How uncertainty is included?
Yes, uncertainty is included. Yes, at the moment, uncertainty is calculated by laboratory, but in the future, we will try to input just the measurement result, and then uncertainty will be calculated using the system, because nowadays there are many tools for uncertainty evaluation. We can use multicolor, we can use like gum bench. Yeah, so there are many things. The system we develop is only to check and to certify that uncertainty calculation is comply with the accreditation scope.
Anjali, you have raised your hand.
You want to answer your question?
Thank you, Jeria, for a very interesting talk. Now, I saw that piece of work where you have this micrometer and the data is getting into the DCC till that step. So I wanted to have more clarity as to, while we are collecting the data from the instrument itself, and then one part is that we are only talking about the measurement results. In that itself, there is a lot of heterogeneity depending upon the parameters that are being considered for the calibration certificate. So I wanted to understand more from like where you showed that picture of a micrometer and that data converting into the DCC. So I think I didn't understand that properly.
Okay. In that picture, let me go
That's
back.
slide 13, I think.
Yeah. Let me go back. Okay, this one, right? Okay. So basically this one, because we have to communicate. I mean, you can see from the top here, we have to communicate with the program of what equipment we are using. So because they select micrometer and they already input here the certificate of micrometer. So when they plug in the micrometer, the software know that this is micrometer, and they use information files. I mean, this DCC files of micrometer, and the program, or I mean, we already specify in program what to look and where to look in the files. So these are the number that they are looking, and because the correction value is defined as the given nominal value. So here the engineer they have some interpretation also in the software of for the correction value of each value, each position of measurement. And if they change equipment to other device, then they already upload another DCC.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jagya. And third question is, how can we obtain the web portal link for anonymous use?
What you say?
How can we obtain the web portal link for anonymous use? You showed in a slide that.
The link. Yes. I think the link is already in my presentation. I will paste again in the chat, so
Yes.
you can try. I'm not sure. We already opened it yet? I will check, and I will send you the link.
But can we use it? Like this was supposed to be more like for your customers and all. If if it is used as a test bed, then it will.
It's
Is
just
okay?
to it's just used to it's only for create XML. I mean,
Yes, yes,
there's no administrative data or anything. It's just convert the measurement result in Excel file to Naren already shared. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
However, the current version it's in Thai. I mean, the first phase is in Thai. So, but the default one is already for the anonymous. So if you click, I'm not sure if the Google translation work, but if you click as is, it's to create XML.
Yes, it can translate in English. Yeah.
If Google Translate doesn't work and if you're really interested to use it, we will try to revise this version to be English version. Yeah.
It shows in English. I can see in English. Okay. So let's all clap for Jaria. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks. So our next speakers are Hayati and Kelvin from BSN. I would read a brief introduction for both of them. Hayati has worked in SNSU BSN Indonesia as metrologist since 2015 and has a background of electrical engineering. She is a part of the Electrical Metrology Group, supporting calibration and national measurement standards.
Jadinya mau kontrolnya
Since
dengan
2024, she became the leader for digital transformation team at SNSU BSN, leading projects.
oh ya siap.
Kindly mute yourself. Kindly mute yourself, please. Leading projects such as digital calibration certificates to make metrology services more modern and efficient. Hayati also represents SNSU BSN in the Caburet project of PTB, working with international partners to develop secure and connected digital solutions for metrology, helping Indonesia take part in global shift towards digital transformation and measurement services. Kelvin, who is the other presenter, is a young metrologist from the thermometry lab, SNSU BSN. He received his bachelor's degree with a major in physics from Padang State University. He joined SNSU BSN in 2022 and is currently involved in calibration services, digital transformation and laboratory development, particularly in automation using Python. They shall deliver a combined talk on digital transformation at SNSU BSN, customer service system Sparta, automation in progress on the DCC web portal. Okay. Over to you, Hayati.
Okay, can you hear my voice?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, okay, thank you very much. So, thank you, Girija, for the introduction. So, I will start our presentation. Good afternoon from my side, everyone. So, today, my colleague, Kelvin, and I would like to share a presentation about the progress of the digital transformation at the SNSU BSN. It is the enemy of the Indonesia. I will explain about our customer service system and the progress of our DCC system development, while Kelvin will present about one of the automation project at the temperature meteorology department. First of all, when we talk about the digitalization in meteorology, I would say that at the moment in SNSU BSN, there are four main areas that we want to cover. The first is the digitalization of calibration requests from customer. The second is the digitalization of the calibration process. The third is the digitalization of the calibration certificate, and the last is the digitalization of how we deliver the calibration certificates to customer. At the moment, we are working to digitalize all four areas, even though the work is not fully complete yet. For the first and fourth area, we already have a customer system. We already have the customer service system that already running for about 5 years. And for the second area, some of our department have developed automation to support calibration process. And for the third area, we are now developing our own DCC web portal. First, I will talk about our customer service system. We call our customer service system by Sparta. It is stand for Sentra Pelayanan Meteorologi Terpadu in Bahasa Indonesia, or in English, it is stand for Center for Integrated Meteorology Service. And you can access the Sparta through this link, sparta.bsn.co.id. And then what can we do using Sparta? So first of all, our customer can place their calibration request through Sparta. They can choose what instrument they want to calibrate, and they can also see the capability that we have, the estimated price of the calibration order, and any other related information. We also get the registration number, order number, and certificate number automatically from the system. And then Sparta also stores all administrative information such as instrument details, customer details, and many more. When we are doing the calibration in our laboratory, the laboratory head will assign staff who become technician and supervisor for calibration work using Sparta. And then after the calibration work is done, the calibration certificate is digitally signed and issued through the Sparta. For the customer side, by using a Sparta, customer can also track their progress of calibration work and download the calibration certificate after it has been issued. Currently, this is the diagram of our workflow for the certificate issuance. First of all, after getting the calibration request from the Sparta, laboratory personnel will perform the calibration and the data evaluation. They will create the certificate in the Microsoft Excel format and convert it manually to the PDF. And this PDF will become the certificate of page 2 onward. Page 1 of the certificate consists of the administrative data, and it is automatically generated from the Sparta. After the page 2 of the certificate is checked by the laboratory head, the page 2 of the certificate will be uploaded to the Sparta, and then the certificate will be digitally signed. This process will also combine the page 1 and the page 2, and after that the customer will receive a notification and can download their certificate from Sparta. Next, I will talk about our development progress of our DCC system application. So first of all, this is the picture of our login page for our DCC web portal. In the future, you can access it through this address, dika.bsn.co.id, but currently still under development and can only be run on a local computer. We are still in the process of preparing it to be uploaded to our server. And then we develop our DCC using an XML schema from the PTB and in collaboration with the PTB through the Kabrek project. So thank you so much for PTB for guiding us for this DCC system. And then at the moment, we have two main features in our system, which are the DCC generator and the DCC importer. The DCC generator is for creating the DCC, and the DCC importer is used to read a DCC and convert it to Microsoft Excel format. For the DCC generator, it is currently developed for internal use only, but for the DCC importer, in the future, we plan to open it to the public. So the goal is that so that a customer who receives the DCC from the SNSU BSN can read and convert it to the Microsoft Excel format and can use it directly without copying the content manually. For the DCC generator, at the moment, it is still being developed for electrical parameters only. And with our system, we can create a DCC for a single parameter with a single value, and then a single parameter with a multiple value, multiple parameters with multiple values, and also the system can handle image and formula in LaTeX format if we need them in our certificate. For the electrical parameter, currently we are preparing 3 templates, which is the template for the digital multimeter calibration, the template for the multi-product calibrator calibration, and also the planning template. The purpose of this template is that this template will help to pre-fill the administrative data, so the user do not need to fill something which is same again and again, like software, some of the method description, some of the statement, some of the instrument details, and many more. At the current stage, we are still developing our DCC web portal separated from Sparta. Means that all of the administrative data is still entered manually instead of being retrieved directly from the Sparta database. For calibration data, we utilize an Excel template instead of typing everything manually one by one into the system using a keyboard. It is because in electrical metrology, we usually have some parameters with many measurement points in one certificate. So according to our opinion, it will be ineffective and takes much time if the user has to type the calibration data one by one every measurement point. So that's why we decide to use a template to be uploaded to the system. After the template is uploaded, the system will read the value, convert all of the unit to the digital SI, and place all of them into the XML under the appropriate identifiers. This is the output of our DCC system. So the output of our DCC web portal is a PDF with an XML as attachment. And we have also performed the validation of our XML produced by our system against the XML schema from the PDB. And the result is valid, as you can see in this picture. For the DCC importer, the user can upload either the PDF file with an XML attachment or only the XML file. After uploaded, the system will convert the content of the XML to the Microsoft Excel format. And this is one of the example of the Excel file that is already converted by the DCC importer. Lastly, I will show you about our plan for the DCC workflow in the future. So we plan to somehow to connect our DCC system with the Sparta, because all of the administrative data stored in Sparta, and they need to be included in the XML as well. But currently, this is still a rough plan, so we still need to discuss it further with our management and also with the Sparta development team. Yeah, I think that's all from me. So now I will handle it over to Kelvin. So please, Kelvin, go ahead and share your screen.
Thank you, Miss Hayati. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen, Miss Hayati?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we all can see.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Kelvin. I'm from SNSU BSN, more specific from thermometry lab. And today I will present to you one of our project in our lab, that is automated temperature calibration development, especially in platinum resistant thermometer or PRTs and digital contact thermometer. Automation development itself belongs to calibration execution area, since automation improve the calibration process. Before we talk about the development of automation, let's first talk about the instrument. So in this project, we only focus on 2 instruments or 2 devices, that is PRTs or platinum resistant thermometer and digital thermometer. Both of these instruments are used to measure temperature through direct contact. The difference between these 2 instruments is PRTs is just the sensor probe, while the thermometer digital comes with the display or indicator. So the PRTs doesn't come with display, and digital thermometer have the display or have the indicator. The other differences is the unit it measure. PRTs measure in resistance or in ohm, and digital thermometer measure in degree Celsius. The calibration method of this true instrument is by placing the instrument into calibration media, such as fluid bed or furnace, and then comparing it with standard instrument. Why do we need this automation development, especially in thermometry lab? Because in thermometry lab, the calibration process is so time consuming because it requires continuous attention during media stabilization and measurement. This extended duration not only reduce the efficiency, but also limit the operator's ability to handle other tasks simultaneously. As you can see in the left side of the presentation, the manual execution of calibration involves several drawbacks, including inefficiency, susceptibility to human error, time consuming for operator, and limited data integration. As you can see in the image in the left, describe how the manual calibration have many issues. The first one is the calibration media takes time to stabilize. Some media even take 2 until 3 hours long to stabilize. Next is time consuming for operator, so the operator cannot do other tasks. And last is the manual calibration data usually cannot be integrated. So to solve the problem that we have, we developed this automation project so that we can improve efficiency, minimize human error, the operator gains more time to work on other tasks, and enable seamless data integration. This is the block diagram of thermometer calibration automation system. As you can see, the instrument or the tool that we need for this automation system to run is 5. There is a laptop or desktop. The second one is thermometer indicator, calibration media, camera, and RS-232 cable. The first one is laptop. Laptop is placed for program to run. The 3 instruments that will connect to laptop is camera, calibration media, and thermometer indicator, because PRTs need to have indicator for us to read the resistance. The RS-232 cable is the connection we use for data communication between indicator and calibration media to laptop. And what about the digital thermometer? Since digital thermometer have their own display and often cannot connect to laptop, we utilize a camera capture for the camera for capture the display from digital thermometer. So the idea of the program is the laptop will read standard data from thermometer indicator. This data will indicate whether the calibration media is stabilized or not. After the program thinks the media is stabilized, the program will collect the data from all the UUT data from thermometer indicator and send the command to calibration media to set to the next set point. This program will repeat until all the set point is fulfilled. Next is the flowchart of the thermometer calibration automation system. This is the flowchart in the left side of the presentation. The first one is the process. Start with initializing the setting, the calibration setting parameter. The system set the calibration media to the first set point, while data is logged continuously while waiting for media to stabilize. Once the media is stabilized, the data is saved automatically to Excel. And then the system check whether the next set point is available. If the next set point is available, the process continue, and if not, the process stop. This is the the user interface of automation software. So there is parameter that need to be filled in the upper left corner, which is initial temperature, final temperature, and total data between initial and final temperature. There is a line to be filled with Excel file name to be saved. And there is a stabilization monitoring graph in the right bottom corner to check the stabilization for media. And there is the checklist for the camera if UUT have display unit. All the software, front end and back end, is developed using Python with PyKitty5 library for the user interface. This is the data result. So the data result is the output is Excel. In this Excel, there is sheet data that is contain the collective data from every set point. when media is stabilized. And there is a set point sheet that contain logging data from every set point. For example, in this Excel, we have 5 set point. There is 100, 125, 150, 175, and 200. Each of the set point sheet have logging data from every set point. But the the obtained data is still in raw form, so the data needs to be copied to the data analysis data Excel to be processing. This is the data result for camera capture. So, and every data in every set point will be captured in separate image. But camera data is still in raw image, and the operator still needs to input the image manually to Excel. But the calibration process is still done automatically. The last is goal and expectation of automation calibration development. Right now, the software only generate Excel content raw data from calibration. In the future, we hope the calibration process can be fully automated and generate final result in PDF or in Excel format. Another flaw is in the camera capture that still generate the raw image. So we hope in the future, this camera capture can be integrated with programs such as maybe OCR or using neural network, CNN, so that the result can be read directly and be stored to Excel. And lastly, we hope that the development of this automation can be extended to other scopes such as fixed point calibration in thermometry lab, infrared thermometer calibration in thermometry lab, or in other laboratory, maybe in electrical lab or time and frequency lab. Okay, that's it from us. Thank you so much. I'll pass it back to Dr. Girija Mona. Thank you.
Thank you, Calvin. Thank you so much for discussing your efforts in the direction of the preparations of DCC and the customer interface. Somebody has raised its hand. You can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Can I ask my question?
Yes, please. Can I know your name and you are from
Yes.
Uzbekistan, it looks like. Yeah.
Yes. First of all, thank you for Ms. Hayati and Mr. Kelvin for this informative presentation. I am a specialist of Uzbek National Institute of Metrology, Uzbekistan, Ahmad Bey Muhammad Aminov. My question is, you use camera and you have a goal, integrated development of camera for the automatic calculation and calibration process. My question is, camera, will you develop camera with the AI, artificial intelligence? Because I think one of item is artificial intelligence. What about you?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ahmad Bed Muhammad from Uzbekistan. Okay, yeah. Yes, we want to integrate this camera capture system with CNN, neural network, convolutional neural network. But for now, we are trying to connect this camera system with OCR first. So we are not using the AI. We are not using AI yet. But if the OCR didn't work, maybe we will use the CNN or AI. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. There is a question in the chat box. Hayati, you are supposed to address this question. How security is handled using different Excel sheets? Which all parameters in electrical you are considering for DCC?
Okay, thank you, Anjali, for your question. So I will try to answer the first question about the security. So currently we are still don't have any security feature in our DCC system because we are still developing our DCC system and it is still a prototype. And we also still don't know how to put the security feature right now. So maybe we have to learn it first, and in the future we have a plan to have this feature. But yeah, for now it is not yet applicable for our DCC system. And then for the parameter in electrical, so currently we are developing for the voltage AC and DC, current AC and DC, resistance, and also impedance. Yeah, I think that's all for me. If you have any further question, please welcome.
Thank you, Haya.
The other question is, will this automation be applicable for mass or balance calibration? Hayati? The next question is, will this automation be applicable for mass or balance calibration?
Enggak, maksudnya otomasi itu apakah? Enggak ya.
Right now, my program is for only temperature calibration, but another personnel in the mass lab is already making the software similar for the balance calibration.
Okay. How would you identify the stabilization of bath and what are the number of recordings sample rate for data collection? Kelvin, this is for you.
Yes, for the stabilization, for the identifying stabilization, we use the standard deviation. So every data we take the standard deviation. Usually, when calibration media is not stabilized, the standard deviation is big, right? Gradually, the standard deviation will be go down, and then at some point they will be stuck, right? They will be stuck at one point, and the program will read that standard deviation data when the standard deviation data is stuck at one point. That's the indication for the program to think that the media is stabilized, like that. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is, for the thermometer calibration, is this for one digital thermometer only at a time, or it can facilitate more than one equipment for a single camera?
For now, because the camera capture data is still in raw image, so right now single camera can facilitate more than one, as long as the camera can fit at the digital thermometer can fit to the camera. So as many as you want. But maybe when the OCR or CNN is integrated to camera system, maybe it's just one digital thermometer for one camera. Maybe in the future we will add maybe two camera, so there's two digital thermometer that can be calibrated for the same time, something like that. Okay, but for now, you can fit how many digital thermometer as you want in the camera, because the data still in raw form, so you need to input manually.
Okay. Any further questions?
There is one more remaining, Girja, from
It's
Ahmed.
just, can you send the presentation? So, like,
No. The another one. The camera, is it taking monitor snap or recording videos?
Yeah.
So the camera, you use like webcam camera like this. So for every 3 seconds or every 4 seconds they snap the picture and then save to the separate file name and then capture again, save again, capture again, save again. So like that. So the output from this software is PNG or JPEG in photo, not in video.
Okay. Thank you. Regarding this sharing of presentations, we will discuss, and if possible, we will probably share the presentations. Hayati, would you be able to share the presentations?
Yeah, sure. We will share the presentation, all of the presentation of the speaker after the workshop is end. So maybe at the day after tomorrow, yeah, we will share all of the speaker presentation through email. Yeah, so yeah, please, you can have all of the speaker presentation file. Thank you.
Okay. I would request all the participants and speakers to please switch on your camera so that we can click a photograph. And I would thank Hayati and Kelvin for this wonderful presentation. Please switch on your cameras.
Okay, so everyone, I would like to ask you to open your camera and give your best pose, because we will take a picture of all of you, and because we have so many participants here, almost around 100, so we will have more than one screen. So please stay still, because you never know in what screen you will appear. So I will give you a sign in a count of 3. So I will ask my colleague, Miss Ria, are you ready? Miss Ria, okay. Okay, start from the screen 1, okay. Okay, we will take a picture of the screen 1, please smile. Okay, screen 1 is done, and then we go to screen 2. Please stay, smile, give your best pose. Okay, screen 2, please smile. Okay, screen 3, 1, 2, 3, please smile. Okay, screen 4. Okay, and then the last screen. Okay, it is finished. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Hayati. So we have come to the end of the session 1. I would like to thank Dr. Diaz and all the eminent speakers. And last but not the least, I would like to thank all the participants for their patient hearing. And I would now formally announce the closure of the session 1 of the phase 1 of the workshop. And we shall meet tomorrow for the second technical session. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you. See you tomorrow, everyone.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.